It's a fine morning. Welcome to episode 2 of the Cosmic Cafe, partnered with Longfellow's Psychic Parlor. This is Sky Key, and we are here to have some coffee today. We'll have other kinds of drinks in the future and do some reads. So I just wanted to, since we're going to call it cafe, let me guide you through my process here. So I have this strainer, I have this mason jar, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and put that like that. And then I've got these nice natural coffee filters. Not the best, but not the worst. And then let me cue up my kettle. Let's cue up the kettle. And then also let me get my little chat box going over here so I can see if we're having any interaction. Okay, and we have the Grizzly Claw by Kicking Horse, which is a indigenous owned company from Canada, Alaska, I don't know, somewhere. That is a lot of coffee. Whoa. My loves, we will not be drinking that much today. I'm going to be a little naughty, and we're going to add a little bit of organic milk and maple syrup. Let's see here. American woman, stay away from me. American woman, wanna let me be. Don't come knocking around my door. Oh, there we are. No, my voice is still not quite right, but that is quite alright. There's no place to go but up, so they say. So, if anybody would like to get a read, please put some comments in the chat, some emojis. Show me some love. Show me some love. But if nobody wants a read, we will be pulling from the jar. Our backup reads. Yep. And now we wait. But I put enough coffee in there for a couple of days. We're going to do our best not to consume this much caffeine today, but can you smell it? It smells delicious. It smells delicious. So let me go ahead and do a call in to our spirits, angels, and guides to protect this reading for the good of all. Thank you. Oh, and we got a little bit of mugwort down at the bottom of our singing bowl here. Let's give it a little get any bad buggers out of here. All right, this is going to need a little bit more water, and then I'm just going to take this thing out. I'm going to pour in some maple syrup and whole milk, and we're going to have a nice little coffee drink. You know what I need to pick up is some chicory. I like to cut my coffee with chicory. I spent some time down in Louisiana. Good morning. No, yes, it is. It is coffee. It is not a cupcake, but I do look forward to making some cupcakes in the future. For I do love cupcakes and any delicious treats and libations. Yes, it is coffee. It is, in fact, this coffee here. I don't know where y'all are beaming in from, but that's that Kicking Horse Grizzly Claw. It's rich, dark, and chocolatey, decadent. I get some spiciness from it, but, you know, who's to say? You might get different flavor profiles. Let me know what your favorite morning libation is. I don't know. Are we allowed to call non-alcoholic drinks libations? I think so. But I mean, if you're having alcoholic drinks in the morning, do man, you know, it's a free world, so good luck to you, right? But we trying to get busy living, right? Okay. Looks like this is probably ready to go. The song I want to sing is the house dog's favorite song, and if I start singing it, she is going to demand that we have a dance party. So I'm not going to do that, but I will most certainly later and have a dance party later. As for my accoutrements, we have pure maple syrup for our sweetener. Pay now, not the doctor later, you know what I'm saying? And then we get some, not the super headiest, but pretty good. Yes, I know I should not be drinking cow dairy. I'm aware. Vegans, I love you. Keep doing your thing because I most certainly appreciate your cause. But meat eaters, keep eating your meat. Maybe not as much, but you know, everybody has a different makeup, so some people need to consume certain things to function correctly. I think it's going to be a little too thick. Y'all saw how much coffee I put in there earlier. Well, you will if you go back and look. But it was almost like a whole coffee pot style. So there we go. That's gorgeous. Let's give it a taste, Ernie. Oh, that's the stuff. That's the stuff dreams are made of. Yum, yum. All right. Well, let us get down to business. So we're taking a little bit of a different technique with our chime for each particular person. Giving this one a shot. Ooh, I like that. Should we put maybe we'll put the citrine and the salt in the middle. And, yeah, put that in there. And then I think that this is almost perfect. We got a little citrine and fluorite and Himalayan sea salt. Hope the sound's good. How's the sound on your end? Anyone? Okay. So here is our jar. We're going to pull some names from this jar. These are people from the wild. And then we have paper over here, so if we do have some folks wanting some polls in the comments, we can maybe get you some action. Okay, so let's see who is on the... Oh, and look at this mess. Here's a whole mess of names that I still need to reorganize and put in there. We'll do that. We'll do that a little bit later. Let's give this a shake. What are we getting into? Isabel Hanson. Okay. You're going first on the list. Make sure Hanson. Should we go ahead and pull some more? Let's go ahead and pull 2 more. Oh, and we have 2 more. Shelly B. And, ooh, Earth Element Collective. Nice. Should we do the collective first? We'll flip for it, and then I throw the elements back in so that we get surprise elemental collectives. As we are putting from the jar. Alright, we're going to go with this. We're working with this Canadian penny today for our yes or no's. I'm going to grab another little sip of coffee. Woo! Alright. Yep, that's definitely my allotted ration. Yeet, yeet. I shouldn't even be drinking any coffee, but it is what it is. Alright. We're going to do a little yes or no. Oop, always 2 out of 3. Doesn't matter if it falls on the floor. Heads, we do the elemental collective. Nope, we get a tails. Nope, back on the floor. Oh, we got heads. I promise I'm not lying to you. American woman. And heads. So that is, we're going to do the elemental. Okay. Since we're going to do the elemental, I'm going to do the singing bowl in once more. So we're going to do a collective read for the earth elements. So if your zodiac sign falls within the earth elements, you might find this pertinent and helpful, or perhaps you just need some grounding. I know I do from time to time. And so we're going to be pulling for our earth elemental from the Crystal Spirit Oracle by Jenna Dilla Gorata Gilia. I'm not saying that right. My bad, sis. Oh, that was the illustrations. Oh, okay. The author is Colette. Okay, so this is the Overseer card. Aqua Aura Quartz. Earth. Earth elements. Our Earth babes. You are Aura. Aqua Aura Quartz. What is this telling me? This is telling me that water is life. Water records. If you have not ever seen Where the Bleep Are We, or the publication about water by Dr. Moto from Japan, you should check it out. It's pretty cool. I'll put a little water spiel in the Frequencies of Evolution playlist for you guys. If you ever are bored and you want to watch some stuff, learn some stuff, just zone out, check out that playlist. Okay. Earth element. Overseen by our Aqua Aura Quartz. Use so Aura. It's so funny the kids are using that. Okay. We have spent some time healing. We've spent some time healing our connection with the divine, which is also intertwined with this beautiful biomatrix in which we're so blessed to be living upon. Our intuition is being guided by self-love, has been. Communication has been used for manifestation, safe travels and adventures. Our hearts, us earth elements. I do have some earth in my chart. I am predominantly water, surprise, surprise, but I do definitely revere and respect that element of earth, obviously. So yeah, smashes to the hearts, kids. Makes us stronger, right? The output of manifestation was just not happening. We were stagnant. We're working on healing emotions, stagnicity, toxic connections that no longer serve us. But we are protected and have been protected. To the present, we are ready to really allow our hearts and connection with the divine, our crown chakra, with the respect and reverence that it deserves. Now our intuition is being guided by the lunar divine, by reflections of the cosmos. So we are upgrading and being able to work outside of just this one energetic grid. This is not outputting information for our survival. And or perhaps at this time we have to have some more patience and observance. The heart is aching and it needs to apply some more optimism. And also, we have to take care of our own earthly bodies first before we can take care of anybody else, right? So don't feel like this is a selfish thing to do what you need to do to take care of yourself in whatever capacity that might be. So even though we are not outputting the most kind words and we have some heartache, we are manifesting this pure divine godliness into this tangible realm. So we're headed in the right direction. And the emotions, we're really going to have to not allow the emotions to rock the ocean. Right? If we allow emotion to overtake our intellect in being in an adverse situation, it's not going to pan out well. Our bears will be poked, and we are going to have to allow ourselves to have emotional stability and healing and a real Buddhist approach to how we don't react but respond. And yeah, it's a rough time right now. Everybody's having a rough time keeping their own space in the world. But let's see what's on the horizon. Nice. Love. Love. Love is for the way you look tonight. What's up with that? But yes, this is allowing ourselves to be fully in love with the divine, right? That's what it comes down to. And that's what it's coming up to. So yeah, this is a beautiful connection. Okay, and our intuition, earth elements intuition, is going to be cutting like a hot knife through butter. And it's gonna be some Kali vibe. Okay, it's gonna be swift and abrasive, but it's gonna get the job done. So we have to open up our lines of communication with not just what we're experiencing on the earthly realm, but allow all of the other divine galactic beings to be able to communicate with us and through us so that we can do what needs to be done to take care of the planet, right? So just be open to communication that might not seem to be something that you've experienced before. So again, being in that Buddhist mindset, right? Acceptance. Okay. And the heart is going to be fortified and protected and grounded. Perfect. So even though we're in a little rough patch here, our heart is going to be protected. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at them apples right there. Actually, I have an apple. I'm going to make an apple cheddar sandwich, I think, for lunch. I know. I'm not supposed to eat dairy. I'm working on it. So, yeah, we're going to be manifesting the utmost positiveness. Yeah, Earth Element. Woo, woo, woo. Doing that work, even though we got a broken heart and a broken ankles and whatever else. It's all headed in the right direction. Okay. Yes. And our emotions will be connecting with the communication of the feminine, divine, galactic, amazing everythingness. Oh, yes. through our connection with the natural cycles and rhythms, and really honing into our practice and taking care of our biostructure and dancing, we will be in a most divine state that we can ever accomplish in this lifetime, right? We're just gonna have to all get a little creative with the living situations, okay? We're gonna have to get a little creative with the living situations, and the more rigid we are, the less pleasant it will be. I'll just leave that in short. How's that? Okay, and then let's get a couple of overs. You have a turquoise. This is going to be one of our power stones to work with earth elements. It's a beautiful stone, especially for those who are environmentally sensitive. Oh, yeah. Spirit quartz. So this is like the spirit quartz to me, it's similar to like aqua aura. It's like a unicorn stone, right? So you earth elements, you are these divine communicative unicorns, okay? Don't forget it, please. Okay, and our other stone, kyanite. Kyanite is one of my favorites because it's one of the 3 stones that can never contain or emanate negative energy. One is kyanite, this blue stone. As you hold it upon your third eye or in your crown chakra, it goes ahead and it balances and activates. I don't necessarily want to use the word activates, but balances and aligns. How's that? Balances and aligns the energy centers of the body. Okay, it zips you right into that Brahma Sutra state. So that's kyanite. And then we have citrine, which we have a bunch of pieces of that floating around here, which we also pulled for our future manifestations. So that's a gold variety of quartz. And then the other one is selenite, which is one of this pyramid right here is selenite. So those stones don't necessarily need cleaning or charging, but they do like it. Thank you. Thank you, earth elements. Let's go ahead and do a singing bowl out. Thank you. Some more sacred bean juice, guys. Okay. I did not write down the time, but I'm going to go ahead and just say at 15 for our elemental collective. All right, now our next person is Isabel Hanson. Oh, good morning. We did have some other folks in. We just did the Earth Elements collective reading, so you can go back and watch that and enjoy that. Oop! Yikes! When we got cards jumping out everywhere here. Good night. Have a good one. I'm just mixing these up for Miss Isabel Hanson. It's 8 there. Yeah, that's about my bedtime, I suppose. Where are you at? Excuse me. I want some coffee. Gotta get better at shuffling. Some decks are easier than others. Well, I also have midget hands, so that's not appropriate. India! Nice. What part of India? New Delhi. Holy mackerel. That's a busy place. I would have a tough time sleeping in New Delhi. I hope that you found some helpful things from your reading yesterday. Alright, we're going to do Isabel Hanson's reading right now. Go ahead and do a little singing bowl in. Calling in angels, spirits, and guides for the protection of this reading. Isabel Hanson's order. Why did I say Isabel Hanson's order? Isabel Hanson's reading. Isabel, are you ordering something right now? All right, yeah, let me put in this here. 32:30 is when your reading is happening. Okay, overseer. Ooh, we're in deep learning mode, Isabel. I love that for you. Ooh. Are we feeling a little, or in the past, perhaps we were feeling a little disconnected from our divine communication for whatever reason? Our intuition was a little skewed. Not allowed to be creative. Not allowed to just, not a lot of toxicity, around your intuition in whatever capacity that is. Sorry about that. Okay, and my love, you communicate love. Oh, you're just a loving sweet pea. Or anyways, you say the words that create perhaps that illusion. Hopefully that's not the case, but I'm getting my vibe from you is that you're a super sweet pea. And I know that I've served you before. I'm not placing the face with the name at the moment, however, which is probably a better thing for a reading anyway, so that I'm not, interjecting anything. Okay, and then, okay. And our heart was not in a very good place. And you were having a tough time outputting tangibility into the physical realm. But emotionally, you're just you're a sweetheart. You got to be a healer of some kind. Yeah, and so we were definitely in an environment in the past that was not conducive to how phenomenal of a human being you are. But let's see what's happening right now. Okay, great. You're healing that connection, your godly connection, or godless, whatever you're into. But your connection with the divine, your higher self, is being healed. So that's great. Our intuition, however, is perhaps you're seeing some things that are not so loving. Okay, but you are grounded, you are protected, your heart is where it needs to be at now. So even though you might be seeing some things that are not very pleasant, your heart is protected and grounded and where it needs to be at. So you are starting to follow your destiny. Okay. Oh, pink stuff. Ah, this is beautiful. Whatever work you've been doing, you keep on doing it, because whatever you're bringing into this reality is just lovely. Love, 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 love. Okay, but emotionally, yeah. Whoa, we need some jolts down, movement, embodiment. I can't emphasize enough how helpful dancing is, and belly dancing, especially when it comes to our second chakra, moving this area and moving that stagnant, toxic emotions that no longer serve you, getting them out of your energetic body will be very pertinent. There's a lovely teacher here in Nauset region, Khadija. You could check her out. I think she teaches in the evenings. But also Datura Online is amazing. So that's Datura Online, and there's also a physical studio out there in Portland, Oregon. Yeah, there's a ton of content. So please do some belly dancing, because that's gonna really help heal those emotions that you're going through. Okay, and then the place which you're at right now is still not giving you the creative capacity that you really want. Um, and you're not being able to output as much as you are able to. Okay. So again, emotional healing is going to be really pertinent, and be creative about it. You don't, I'm feeling like you're being stuck in a rigid environment inside of like a box, and you don't fit in that box, because you're like an earth angel. It's like you're in this environment that's trying to clip your wings, right? Okay, let's see what we got going on in the future. So we're gonna have some upheaval when it comes to our connection again with the divine, because when you keep getting thrown challenges and you're not able to really process and have gratitude for those learning moments, then you start to be like, well, what the heck, universe, help me out here. So applying optimism in the future is going to be very pertinent. Yes, and so this upheaval is also going to, not allow your intuition to journey and flow in the way that is going to be best for your evolution and flow. And you are going to communicate things that some people might not be a fan of, but these things need to be communicated, and they're just going to bounce right off you. So, don't worry about, people throwing flaming arrows and poison darts at you, okay? Because what you're saying is word, what you're saying is truth, and it needs to be said. And if they don't like it, then that's their problem. But again, it can be hurtful when we think that somebody is something that they are not. Spreading knowledge. This petrified wood coming in with this Apache tier here. Yeah. Keep learning, keep growing, keep communicating. Even if these things make people uncomfortable, they need to feel uncomfortable and they need to know what the truth is. So keep on with the keep on. And, your heart and your purpose may not seem, palatable to most, but it doesn't matter. It's about what your mission and what your purpose is. And here I see knowledge, wisdom, and guidance. So yeah, you're gonna go through some stuff because you probably have a lot of students on whatever level you may or may not have. Please allow yourself the celebration of the small wins. Don't let your inner child get lost in some of this trauma. Really carve some time out to talk to, nurture, and coddle your inner child and allow play. As I was saying, the dancing, allow it to be playful and fun, just like as when you were a child. This is going to be healing for those emotions to allow yourself to be playful. Yes, you have a lot of responsibility, a lot of knowledge to spread, a lot of wisdom to infuse, but don't let your inner child be neglected, because that's going to affect your health in the long run, right? And so moving forward in the future, emotionally, you will be where you need to be at in a place of protection, so that you're not leaking out energy. So that's a really good thing. Yeah, this is like the belly dance stone to me. So I think you're gonna be doing some dancing in the future, and this is your home through this work that you're doing and spreading this pertinent knowledge that's making people uncomfortable is going to secure your home in the world and your healing. Excellent work. Overseer stones, diamonds, there. You got jewels. You got these knowledge jewels. Yes. Important to make sure that you protect your connection with the divine. Yeah. And keep it positive, even in the face of adversity, even when some really bad stuff happens. Just try to find that one little shred of gem, that's going to make you be able to take the next step and give you that gusto. All right. Well, thank you so much, Isabella Hanson. We're going to sing you out. Om Mani Padme Om. 45, 25. Okay. So in between reads, I will check the chat to see if there's anybody that would like some cards. I'm assuming that Isabel is probably at work. But I could be wrong. So moving on to Shelly B. Wow, okay. We're going to have to give these guys a little bit of a better shuffle here. Beautiful. Think about that. And pull some Lakshmi Overseer card for, excuse me, Shelly B, who we're going to start to read in just a minute. I just want to give this a little bit more of a shuffle. That didn't really work out according to plan. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to hold 'em, know when to run. Shelly B at 40. We'll do it at 48. So we get that time stamped for you there. Okay. Shelly B. Let's see what we got for ya. One more. I know I already shuffled it a billion times. Shelly B. Overseer. Okay. May the goddess guide us. Ooh. Beautiful, clear connection with the divine in the past. Gorgeous. Letting our intuition flow has not been the easiest, however. Perhaps from time to time we have communicated some unloving words. But your heart is playful and in the right place. So, maybe people were just getting a little too sensitive. So, what's with the not outputting of the ancestral line? Okay, let me know. Yeah, something happened emotionally that was kind of muddled up your sensitivities I think maybe that has something to do with your intuition not being as refined as it could be. But this is the past, so let's. All right. So you were anyways, in a very loving space and home, provided what you needed, unconditional love. So these are all very good things. Okay, so at the moment, our head is not, our connection with the divine is not as well as it used to be. So let's see why that may or may not be. Applying some acceptance is going to be very pertinent in your situation. Yes, acceptance. Your words are protected. Your communication into the world, people really do listen to you and trust you. So these are all good things. You're not being able to really let your heart sing, however. Communication for your boundaries and space for creative endeavors, whatever floats your boat, is really important. So use that communication to communicate that you need some healing in your heart space so that you can communicate words from the angels. I don't know, that's what I got for you. So at this time, you are not outputting tangible things into this reality. And we don't have to output all the time. So whatever the case may be, perhaps you're in Persephone mode and you're just starting to emerge here in the spring to output, and you're not outputting. But I don't know. Are you nesting? Are you in love? Are you being a little distracted? Emotionally, you are in a very good place. Okay, and you're setting your sights on some wanderlust and some journey and adventure. And I think that that's going to be really helpful for you. Okay, watch your connection with the divine. Okay, there isn't nobody in the world who is the gatekeeper between you and your higher self. Okay, and if anybody tells you that, they're a lion. I tell you, they're a lion. So your connection with the divine is your connection with the divine. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. Ooh, that is bitter now. I think we're dealing with some pineal gland calcification, which is very plausible in this day and age. People are in rough shape. So some intermittent fasting would be good. Getting some apple cider vinegar into the diet. you know? So moving forward in the future, if you don't have something nice to say, try not to say it. I know it's harder said than done. And sometimes you have to say rotten, awful things because sometimes people need to hear it. But, don't kill the messenger. All right. Okay. Your heart is going to be where it needs to be at, which is connected with the interdimensional wisdom of the galaxies. I know that sounds big. I think you're from a different time and age or paralleled. But yeah, oh, I love that. Yeah, yeah. So even though we're gonna fall from our crown a little bit and be in a little bit of a stink mode, we are gonna manifest our grandeur into reality. So good on you. Okay, and then those emotions are going to be even better than they are now. I don't know what's up with you in the significant other department, but this is looking pretty good. But not that you even need a significant other, because you can most certainly have just this love for yourself, you know. Um, that's a big one. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then your space in this world is going to be fortified and protected, and you are not going to have to worry about, earthly term, not earthly term, but like you're gonna have what you need. You're gonna have the space to thrive. You're not going to be trying to survive. Okay? Overseer. All right, really coddling your inner child, your own emotions, allowing creativity, sensuality to be at the forefront. And yeah, and you have wanderlust. You are ready to go on adventures, and that is important for your overall being. Or perhaps adventuring in the past has been something that has been healing for you, and maybe writing some of those down and reigniting some of those memories would be helpful. Okay. And interconnecting with all of the cosmos, really allowing those galactic energies to speak to you and speak through you, and vice versa. This is also a very helpful stone if you have any issues with the eyes. So definitely check out labradorite, because you could find that to be very helpful. All right, let's go ahead and pull a Lakshmi card for you. For Shelly B. Shelly B. Look at the gold gilt on these stones. Let's go. This is the one. Oh, look at that. Lakshmi, goddess of good fortune. She's the one right on the deck there. 16. Oh, it's got a mantra and everything. Om Shrim Him Klim Maha Lakshmi Namaha. How did I do? Ahshit. Did I do the mantra good? If you're still here, you probably went to bed. So I'm just gonna go ahead. So Shelly, I'm just gonna hold this here for a moment so that when you watch this, you can screenshot it and you'll have all the information there, okay? Okay, that should have been enough time for you to do those screenshots. Lakshmi is a very popular goddess of beauty, abundance, wealth, power, and good fortune. All right. I knew you was a goddess. It says love is coming, but may take a while. Yeah, I see this. I see this love. And abundance and good fortune are coming and will stay with you. All right. Okay, and then it says here part of your ritual to take a picture of that. Okay. Shelly B. Awesome stuff. Love it. I want to try to do that mantra one more time. 116. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Mahalakshmi Namaha. Says I'm supposed to do it 11 times. I'll spare you guys. I'm still working on it. But I do love that. That's a beautiful deck right there. Okay. How are we doing on time there? All right, Shelly B, let's rate your time out was 102. All right. Should we pull one more from the jar? Or should we call it a day? Excuse me. Okay, Shelly B. Thank you, thank you. Really nice. Great energy. Do I have another live? I do not have another live. This is my only station or channel. And I think we're going to keep it to one channel for a little while. Yeah, I personally want to pull something else from the jar. We don't know who, however. Who? I'm going to deal with that. Hello, my darling. Hello, my baby. Hello, my Valentine. Let's see who's going to be getting some message of love. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Ah! Yes. Govnah. Govnah. Awesome. Have you been looking for love in all the wrong places? We're gonna find out. I have a feeling this is gonna take a little while, so stand by for just a moment, okay? All right. Sir Livingston. Govnah. I like to think that my exodus has been enlightening. Oh man. Oh Lord. We ain't getting into any of that Bardo drama. Absolutely not. But what we are going to get into is an amazing love read for the Govnah. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, let's timestamp this. 107. We'll do 108. Okay, Overseer. Connect in with the goddess. Stay strong. Okay, we're going into the past. Heal connection with the divine. Your intuition guided by gorgeous love. Having problems with our outputting clear communication. Healing your heart. You did some great heart healing work. Sweet Pea, you are way more talented than you give yourself credit for. You enjoyed doing art in the past. Just because you don't think it's good doesn't mean that other people don't think it's good, and it's good for you to do. So don't leave that part of yourself. Yeah, having trouble connecting with your sisters, if you will. Some emotional upheaval with your feminine counterparts in the past. but you have an environment that is super loving and supportive for you and allowing you to be creative in this world. Oh, I love that. Presently. So not connecting with the divine. So your communication with your higher self is not in a healthy place right now. So reestablishing that connection of your faith in whatever capacity that might be, but clearing that connection with the divine. You and only you can, communicate with that divine. There's no in between. Okay. So intuitively very creative. You appreciate art and beauty. You allow that art and beauty to guide your intuition. Just make sure that it's authentic and not appropriated, but beautiful. You communicate like serenity. You're able to, with your words, create a safe space for folks. That's beautiful. Okay. And you're outputting some gorgeous things into reality. Communicating this beautiful heart of serenity. However, we are not outputting tangible things into the reality for whatever reason. Did you put some travel plans on hold because of maybe some emotional upheaval? I think this thing with the connection with the divine has to do with you not connecting with your own emotions and healing those emotions. So therapy and also movement, dance, whatever style you're drawn to. But you definitely have some emotional healing that needs to be done, and I think is causing this disconnection with your clear connection with the divine. Okay. So you are not in a survive place. You are in a thrive place right now. So have gratitude for that. That's gorgeous. I love this for you. All right, so moving forward, yeah, what is it? Like, what is not allowing you to connect, having a direct connection with the divine? Somebody's like attacking your morals and ideology. Not idea. That's not the word I'm looking for. Govnah, give me a break. But yeah, there's some heinous programming that happened at some point that cut you off from your direct connect. So we'll have to clean that up. That's all right. Guided by angels, art, and beauty. Yeah. That's hilarious. I call you Govnah. Because your word moving forward is going to be like law. Your word is going to be taken as you will be your words will matter and you will be very trusted. So make sure that you have the proper information before, outputting information, because if that information is skewed, then it could be hurtful to people. But you know that your word is valued. Babes, your heart is pure and amazing, and you just want to do good in the world. Your heart is aligned in the right place. Okay. Outputting that serenity to folks. Healing past wounds. Learning of our ancestry. How we can do better. How we can move forward. How we can respect this beautiful planet that we live on. Wow, you're going to really output some very pertinent information into this reality. Emotionally, though, I mean, what's up? What's going on, man? I think this, again, is our, disconnect from the divine. So get into, your embodiment practice. Datura online. Awesome stuff. Move that area of your body, your belly area. Don't allow toxic emotions that don't serve you to contaminate your beautiful being, because your heart is just like straight up pure alignment and love for all of creation. Okay. Again, you're going to have the space, the time, the resources to do all of this. And you're going to be in even more of a gorgeous, serene house of serenity, if you will. Wow. Gorgeous. Yep. Keep letting that heart sing, babe. Self-love. Falling in love with yourself. Your own self-care. Everything else will follow. Shine bright like a diamond. You are a jewel. You're a jewel. One more crystal card. Truth in love, and love in truth. Beautiful, beautiful read. All right. Let's pull from... Oh. All right. Gonna get a mudra. This is a great deck. They're huge, but I wish there was a pocket variety of this one. Excuse me. All right. What is our most pertinent mudra, most helpful mudra Dr. Olivia Livingston, the Govnah. Madgara Mudra. Hammer-like weapon, or a club of Hanuman. We got this one yesterday, too. Alright, I'm going to hold this here so you can get a screenshot. Increases courage, virtue, loyalty, stimulates the immune system, activates the body's self-healing power, and according to yoga tradition, facilitates the healing of major diseases such as cancer. Huh. This is a good one for a lot of folks. Alright, and then here's our other side. Beautiful. Who else? Alright, ancient stones. Look at the loveliest. Let's get this guy back in its proper area. The secret chamber. Potency, deep connection, and treasure. Did come in upside down. The secret chamber. $122. We've got a lot of 22s in this. All right. How are you being called to slow down and savor the jewels of your life a little bit more? It did come in upside down. So perhaps a little bit less of the slow. I'm getting this is a slow down. Slow is fast and fast is slow. I want to put one more. And then we got Not Forgotten upside down. Messages from Spirit. Unbroken connection. So again, our own connection with the divine. Okay. It's your connection, not anybody else's. If anybody tells you that they are the direct line to the divine creator and that their word is law, I can assure you that it is not. Lakshmi Oracle. is one. She did come in upside down, however. Okay. So, this came in upside down. And with that being said, if it came in right side up, it would say, meditation is required before making big decisions. Taking your time will ensure you make wise choices in your partnership. Abundance. Okay, so this is telling me that you don't necessarily need to take as much time for this love endeavor as you had anticipated. So after you feel a little bit more financially secure, then you're going to dive into more of the spiritual abundance of your life and your your connection with your crown chakra and the divine, the clear connection there. And your crystal card reading was great. You're gonna be all set. So don't you fret. Yeah, it's time to get a move on. All we have is the here and now, right? So with that being said, I know carpe diem can give us the excuse to be naughty, but it can also give us the excuse to maybe allow ourselves to enjoy earthly pleasures that we may have denied ourselves in the past, right? Oh, and then one more. Here, we want to pull you a signal for you to work with. Perhaps you can integrate into some of your art, because you are a fabulous artist and dancer too, by the way. I'm not just tooting your horn. Uh-oh, I almost mixed them up. Do you know why? Because instead of focusing on the matter at hand, I spied my little I spy in the chat. Yeah, we'll get better at this as we progress. All right, give me a signal for Olivia. Let's see what pops out. Is this it? Karmic justice. Okay. Yeah, that was a little bit closer. You can get a screenshot of it if you need it. And that is out of the Talisman Oracle. This is a cool deck. There we go. So that is the angel signal, and or seal, if you will, that you will be working with. And you practice drawing that. If you seek the balance of karma, then this card is a positive sign that whatever the outcome of a particular situation, it will be a fair one. Karmic justice doesn't look the same for everyone because we have different values and desires. Don't expect the repercussions to be immediate or of the same nature. They will be of equal worth. However, if your own efforts have been unfair, this card could also mean that it is time to accept the consequences, put bias and prejudice aside, and open your heart. The endless knot of this card symbolizes the wisdom, compassion, and balance in the universe. Use this card when you seek justice, okay? The energy we spend is the energy we receive. All right. And then if you wanted to take a screenshot of the actual information, there you go. All right. Beautiful card. All right. And let's do your singing bowl out. Happy to do your read. I think that this was your birthday, one of your birthday reads. Anyways, we're gonna pick one magical herb. You've got magical stones, you have magical symbols, of course you need a magical herb. Oh, God. What am I to do? Let's get a magical herb for Livy to work with. Let's see who jumps out. I like jumpers. Oh, we got a jumper. Oh, this is a great one. Calendula. Purity. Very nice. So this will be helpful with working with that second chakra. It's also a fabulous, fabulous herb for the skin. So if you're having any skin stuff, it's a gentle cleansing. Beautiful. Let's see what, and it's the number 1 card. And it came in upright. Innocence, childlike joy, humility, purity, new beginnings, trusting life, vitality. Yeah, looking good. It's the poor man's saffron. Govnah. We're gonna live like kings. Your queens. Your goddesses. From the infusions to extracts to ointments, folk medicine healers in Europe prepared a wide array of healing remedies with foods such as calendula. Its petals were used to induce menstrual flow, produce sweat during fevers, and cure jaundice. It's got way more magical properties than I was familiar with. Calendula resembles the sun, a radiant, bright yellow or orange flowers. It grows easily and spreads its joyful self across gardens, symbolizing the gesture of universal abundance. Solar herbs are those who neutralize poison and air in the I'm having a tough time with this word. Repercussion. That is a big word. Give me a break. And it's a very small rating of vital forces. Calendula is, let me read that sentence again. Solar herbs that neutralize poison and air in the repercussion. No, that's not the word. Of vital forces. Recuperation. Why am I doing the Family Guy? Recuperation of vital forces. Calendula's gentle and abundant power reminds us of the realms of light. To be allowed entry within these angelic realms requires childlike innocence and humility. Don't allow pain from the past to disable your ability to dream a new life. Calendula represents the pure impulse to create, vitality and creativity needed to step into a new journey. The radiance of calendula is a superconductor. Be very aware and selective with your intentions when using her energy within ritual, as she gently amplifies your intentions. Oh. Yay. Govnah. All right, so I'm going to close out this session because I must get to practice. Yes. I must maintain my bio vessel. Let me go ahead and close Govnah out. All right, I'll take a quick look at the chat, I suppose. And Livy is done at 1:36. All right. Ahshit. I did give you a read yesterday. I could pull a helpful card for you, but it's not going to be as extensive as yesterday. So one card for Ahshit. We'll give her a shuffle. Trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. Okay? You need to trust in your connection with your higher self and divine guidance. Trust that the universe will provide for you what it is that you need. Ahshit, I hope that was helpful for you. $137. All right. Oh, and you know what we're going to explore tomorrow, or on episode 3, is golden sea moss. How we can use it, and why it's amazing. And for our consumptions. Thank you, Chad Bhagwan Lakshmi.